Welcome everyone to the final match here in the SAW AOM Retold tournament. As you can see here, it is just these two. Over here in the red, I should reveal the map. Over here in the red, we have Rubric. And he is playing as Oranos this time, and instead of Chinese. Over here in yellow is Helgo, who is playing as Zeus this time instead of Isis. You know, I was thinking the perfect counter to that Chinese stuff would be Isis monuments, but here we go. We're just going to throw all that out the door and change up the gods. Now, what's the game type, you might ask? It's just standard. So standard resources, this is standard gameplay, all normal there. Victory condition is regicide, however. So you probably saw in the beginning the regents, they are actually inside the town centers. I also apologize for the misplacement of my UI. I have the bottom left resources enabled. So, yeah. So it pushes everything. Anyway, I think so. Either way, we are on the map Great Wall. I figured why not use the map that was on the promo for the grand finale. So what's great about this is that this wall divides the map, as you can see, right in half, and there is no gate. It is just one big giant wall. I think it's pretty similar to the Trojan wall, so it's pretty bulky, and I chose this because it's a great defense for your region. There's not going to be any quick victories here for this one. Standard gameplay and protected by the Great Wall. So we should have a really good match here. That's hopefully pretty long. Alright, so this map, if you're curious, is there hunt? And the answer is yes, there is. You have starting hunt, so you go immediately for the hunt here if you're Zeus or Oranos. You just have to. You got to go for the hunt. I'd probably only put 2 on wood, 2 on gold until you build the temple, and then just put everyone on food advance as fast as possible. And same kind of goes for Oranos. Just put everyone on food as much as you can, 1 on wood, 1 on gold until you can build a temple, and then put the rest of the villagers from your TC on to food, onto hunt preferably. Then once you age up, what you can do is spread your villagers out once again. Put a couple, maybe 1 more on gold, couple more on wood. You need lots of wood. You need a ton of wood. So I'd put like 3 on wood after you advance. And make sure you spread your food gatherers out. Put some here and put some, you know, just spread them out. And eventually you'll do the same for your gold miners. And this applies to both sides, of course. Now, if you're not Atlantis, you should definitely be building buildings around your towers. 100%. This is great for defense. And I'm pretty sure your regent can garrison inside the tower even if there are buildings surrounding it. As long as there's like a good corner, it should be able to. I know villagers can. Okay. So I see an early Jason. It appears that Helgo may want a relic. What could it be? Age upgrades and Secrets of the Titans. Food and gold cost. Minus 10% of current. Nice. Nice. Okay. It looks like Rubric has gone with the Valor, which is great. Prometheus. So that's good for immediately invoking your citizens to heroes. They will gather so much faster, especially with this upgrade. Theft of Fire. The gather rate for farm and citizen hero gather rate is just better. We'll just put it that way. Don't need to get into the ins and outs of it. Look at these. Look at these golden pheasants. Aren't they so nice? Very nice. I haven't had a chance to really look at those. So it looks like Rubric also has the Relic Monkeys, which is just great for early harassment, just to poke some villagers, but there's a Great Wall. So there is no early harassment. This is who can get to the last stage the quickest, most likely. If you think that you are not going to be able to get to the last age the quickest, I would suggest breaking this wall down as fast as possible and harassing your opponent if you can. Now here goes the Pegasus. Anything can happen. Helga went Hermes, so I guess that's great for shooting over the wall. Here comes Military Academy, a couple military academies. Hoplites are phenomenal with Zeus. However, I personally pick Athena when I go Zeus, just because those hoplite upgrades are awesome, even though they nerfed them. It's okay. It's okay. Player like me doesn't really notice the difference, I'm gonna be honest. I just continue along and do my best. So yeah, hoplites coming out here. Over here on Rubric's side, most likely trying to get to heroic as fast as possible. Let's check out those resources. Yep. We're getting there. But Helgo's got some great resources coming in. So Helgo's got the berries and the chickens over here. I would definitely recommend doing some hunt. Here's that centaur, just scouting around. Catascopus, scouting around. Very nice. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, folks. So you'll have to be patient on this one. Please, your patience is definitely, I'm grateful for it. What am I saying? Okay, Sky Passage and Market coming out right next to the settlement. So it's just as I thought. Rubric is going for a boom. Building zero units. And Helgo said, I think I can do the same. It's totally fine that these were built. But now, if your opponent is booming, then you should also do the same. Either boom or try to get to the next stage as fast as possible. Yep, immediately looping these. So that's going to put Rubric ahead by double in no time. Like, honestly, like, booming is really insane. It does a lot. It does a whole lot for your economy, especially when you're being protected. So yep, here comes the Villager Sky Passage. That's a great thing to have. Now, I wonder if Rubric wants to go for the Vortex God power with Aranos to kind of get over this wall and do a sneak attack. Now, Rubric has line of sight of the other side of the wall, so let's keep that in mind. This is really the important spot, so this Oracle has sight of it. Here come the military barracks. And it looks like Helgo went Apollo. That is... Here we go. So Helgo is definitely doing the passage method. Whether it's Sky Passage or Underworld Passage, the passage method is here with us today with Apollo, and it looks like Rubric has gone with, is it Thea or something? I can't remember. Yeah, Thea. With the Stymphalian bird. It's not Rhea. Rhea is the behemoth. All right, so here it is. So we've got Hoplites, Centaur, Manticore. I like this combo. Having some type of archer is so needed, and when they're myth units, it's even more powerful. Look at that glow. It's like some type of fume. What just happened here? Someone just got bolted. I wonder who it was. But I don't think you can bolt the region, so let's just keep that in mind. Yeah, one of the units here got bolted, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure what it was. Wasn't really paying attention. But here's the second TC from Helgo, so they're pretty much neck and neck. However, on this bar graph here, it looks like Helgo has taken a really good lead. The Greek villagers are really good. I mean, they get pumped out quicker. So that's also a thing. Yeah, definitely time to spread these gold miners out, especially when your gold is running low. Definitely spread them out so that the way there's no delay with your gold mining. It's going to take them a long time to run over there. But yeah, that's a pretty good use of Valor. Yeah, just keep using it. And make sure you get all of your oracles out from the temple. They produce favor. Gotta have it. I usually build a separate temple and just queue them up. And then I kind of let them, I spread them across the map after that. So yep, here comes the third TC. The third TC is coming up. And this caravan is saying, hey, I need a town center to trade with. Yeah, you'll eventually get there. But another military academy is coming out. I think it'd be good to get some Hapaspist. Hapaspist are great counter infantry. And yeah, I'd be getting some. I'd actually train or build an archery range just because Apollo's upgrades and Hermes upgrades are good for that. I think Hermes is horses. Apollos are great for archers though. Got an upgrade for that. Oh, we have an Arcus that bled through. Is there a crack in the wall or something? Does Helgo see this? There you go. Well, this guy's dead. Oh, he's just taking the hits. Very interesting. Now, what is the tactic here with the sky passages? They just go from TC to TC, which is interesting. Just using them to spread the villagers around and get them moving around quickly because they're very slow. So that's good. I like it. I like it. Yep. Spreading that hunt out. Very good. Very good. Now, these Zeus hoplites, let's not forget, they have bonus damage against buildings. They could probably wipe this Great Wall out in no time. I'm starting to think that the Great Wall is not as strong as the Wall of Troy. I'd have to check it out, but oh my goodness, see, this is what you want to avoid. An entire group of villagers walking like this. Obviously, you can afford to do it with the Great Wall just because you're being protected, but goodness, that is just, yeah, you definitely don't want huge groups like that. That's just a lot of villagers not working for like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? All right. Here is the palace. Personally, I'd probably build it a little further out if you want that arrow fire, but maybe not. Maybe you don't want it to be sniped by siege. That'd be kind of a pain in the butt. And yes, mining this gold mine out is very important to begin with. In case your enemy breaks through, you want this to be depleted and into your pockets before that time. Okay. Ton of Pegasi. Oh, Rubric has the relic for Pegasus. Bridle of Pegasus. Yep. Okay. Now, where is Helgo gonna drop this underworld passage? Where is it gonna be? I know Helgo's looking for it right now. There it is! There it is! Here come the hoplites! The whole army is coming in! Bash it down! Bash it down! Yes, this is the perfect army for the town center. And I'm not sure if Rubik was expecting an attack before the Mythic Age, but here it is. They are destroying this town center because Zeus hoplites are the best. There's the Regent. Oh my goodness, it's getting killed. It's getting killed. This is it. That's game. It just like that. Well played. Congratulations, Helgo. Wow. What a great tactic there. This is one of those maps where you can have that false sense of security. And just, this is exactly, I would have played it exactly like Rubric. I just know myself. Where you just are trying to build the base up as fast as possible. But there's no units to protect. And so maybe Helgo realized that and capitalized. Yeah. It's a gamble, that's for sure. But GG to you, Rubric. GG to you, Helgo. And congratulations, Helgo. You are the champion of the SAW AOM Retold League. Congratulations. This was a lot of fun, and I just want to thank those who helped us reach this goal, that we could begin this tournament, and that we could do it. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good one.